Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So Ella's back here. I've got her watching some Little Baby Bum because she's been a little fussy. Tim's coming, hang on. He just forgot the mask. But we were on our way up to Erie, so we decided to come to Erie for a little bit because it's only 37 degrees outside right now, so it's pretty cold. And then we're gonna head down that way around 2-ish. Because it's supposed to be warmer around that time, so hopefully it's not too cold and we can still go to the Sky Bridge. But on our way up here we had to stop because we got the sign, like light, showing that our tire was low, but we were confused on why. Because before we left home, Tim checked all the tires to make sure that they were all filled and ready to go because we were going to be gone for a good long trip. And obviously we don't want to get stuck somewhere like 2 hours away with a flat tire, having to wait for someone to come get us, or you know. I mean, obviously we had the dummy just in case, but like, I know you're not supposed to drive too far on a dummy tire, but anyways. So the light comes on showing that the tire's low, so we're confused, and then we hear something. So we were getting ready to get onto like a freeway. I was like, pull off into this little parking spot, or like, it was like a drive to like some type of big business or something, but it was like private property. I was like, just pull in there, we'll be fine, you know, they'll understand the circumstances. We had a flat tire. So Tim's currently in Flynn's Tire. You guys can see we're here at Flynn's Tire. There's our little truck. Because we're gonna see about getting this tire patched. So like I said, we still have the dummy on right now. We're hopefully gonna get this tire patched so we don't have to buy a brand new tire. We don't know why it's leaking air, where it's leaking air. We have no idea, but Tim heard it whenever we stopped. He thought maybe there was a hole or something when we were at home, because he had just filled up the tires a couple of days ago, but he just double checked to make sure before we left. And sorry, there's people walking, so it like catches me off guard. But he thought maybe there was a hole, but he was listening for air and he didn't hear anything. So he just, we don't know. We think maybe the hole was like on the bottom, you know, it's like on the tread area, and it was like down on the ground and the tire was like sitting on it so that it wasn't able to leak the air. We think that might be what happened, and then as we were driving it was slowly losing air. But luckily we don't think it was too flat for too long before we realized. I realized the car was like in a major lean. I was like, I think we've got a flat tire in the back there. He's like, yeah, that's the tire that was really low this morning. It was at 11, so. He's in talking to them right now. He hasn't taken the tire yet or anything like that, but hopefully they can get it patched without having to buy a new tire. And then he's coming back out, so hang on. Okay, so they just came out and got the tire. He told Tim to come out, open the hatch while Tim's coming back. So I think we're gonna go do a little bit of shopping while they patch the tire, so. I don't know if you guys can hear me. Watch where you step, babe. Rude people. It's freezing. Can you see how far that is? We're really high up. Brief interception on this vlog. So I had filmed a little clip that you guys just saw of all of the like tower type things that were laying down. I had filmed me talking about them, and I'm pretty sure, well, I know for sure actually, the wind volume was just so loud you couldn't hear anything I was saying. So I just wanted to come in and insert the what I was talking about. So all the pieces that were laying down, let me get it pulled up here. So all of like these metal like bridge holder things, all of those that were laying down is what was hit by a tornado back in 2002, I believe. And they were gonna rebuild it because trains used that. It was like a major railroad that they had used, and they ended up deciding not to rebuild it just because of the height or something, I think. I'm not 100% sure on the reasoning, but they ended up turning it into the tourist attraction known as Skywalk or Skybridge. Oh, excuse me. It's up in Kinzhal State Park in PA. Oh my gosh. Super easy to get to. No steps involved. There is like a little snaky walkway to get down to the bridge. The bridge, honestly, we were expecting it to be a mile almost there and back. It wasn't. It was actually like a 20-minute little adventure that we took, and that was to stop, take pictures and stuff like that. But yeah, that's where a tornado had hit that made it, like, they just left the stuff there to become the tourist attraction. They even left the other side of the railroad. I think I showed a little bit of it up over on the other side. But back onto the vlog. Alright guys, so we are at Walmart. Tim actually had to run back into the store. We were just at Home Depot. She's getting real antsy and tired of being in her seat. But there's nothing else we can do. We are about 2 hours away from home. Ella, don't start, please. So we went to Home Depot, ended up buying a new toilet. The new toilet ended up not fitting in the car, so he has it like strapped down. But our car has a safety feature to where if any of the doors aren't shut properly, it beeps and beeps and beeps. So it would be beeping for 2 hours. No thanks. So we had to run into Walmart anyways for my father-in-law. Ella, hey, don't start, please. We had to run into Walmart anyways. He wanted toilet paper and paper plates, and he ended up not having us get either because they didn't have the Scott paper or toilet paper that that's the only thing he'll use. He'd go without before something else. Ella Ray, Daddy had to run back in. I'm sorry. I stopped at the pharmacy area and I did get a couple of the first response tests. I got a box of 3. It was like $13. I got this because these have a lower MIU, so maybe it'll detect sooner. I don't know, I'm gonna use one probably not tomorrow, but the next day. Hoping it's positive. But I'm highly doubtful that this cycle that I don't think it worked. Anyways, he also wanted to get a razor blade of some kind. So he wanted to get like the switchblade, not switchblade, but like the box cutter. So he can cut the box for the toilet open, so he can take the toilet out of the box and situate it, and it'll fit better than with like inside the box. And then I think he's gonna break the box down and fold it up and then take it home. This way, you know, we have the box in case we need it. But the razor blade he got, it didn't come with blades. So yeah, there's that. I never knew they sold just the casing for a box cutter. I always thought that they sold a box cutter, you ended up getting a new knife with it, or a new blade with it, but he doesn't have a blade in his for some god unknown reason. Granted it was only $1.24, but still I think it would come with at least one blade, even if it was a crappy quality. I have no idea. So he ended up running back in after fiddling with it for like 20 minutes. She's in the car. She's obviously, like I said, she's strapped in. This mother is so mad at her kid because he just set the alarm off on the car. I don't know why she called me. Anyways, our dinner's supposed to be done. We need to get there, but we gotta get this taken care of first. It's gonna be a long day. Honestly, at this point, I just want to get home. The place we went to, that bridge, it was not worth it with the wind. On the way back, the wind started whipping so bad. I almost got blown over from this wind, and I am a heavy girl. I am not gonna lie, I am heavy, and this wind almost knocked me over onto my butt. Tim was carrying her, thankfully. But I see him. I don't know what he's doing. We're over here! He lost us. Anyways, yeah. So